Good morning, cyber traders, and happy Monday, everyone. Good to see you, everyone, bright and early. Brad, Frederick, good to see you, Gil, Scott, everyone on the trading floor, and everyone on social media. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed their weekend. I didn't, fortunately, because it's been crap. Where the hell is Summer? Right? Where's Summer? I was just talking to Rich in the trading room. I want to go out and enjoy, the weather. I got a brand new electric bike, got a new boat. Want to go? I can't do anything. It was freezing. I can't believe it. Wind, everything. This is a weird, weird year. So, but I say, hey, maybe on the bright side, maybe the October would be the new September. All right. Yeah, probably down there in Florida, right, Charlene? Well, anyway, last week was a great week. We had some really good moving stocks. That did unbelievable last week. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do a recap, on my social media network. I'm basically just kind of go over some of the good things and some of the good moves and stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool, what people missed. Because, remember, being part of Cyber Trade University, one thing people always ask me, I know we have a lot of new trial members that come in here. They're like, I don't know if I have the time to do it. I got to go. I'm going on vacation, summertime. I got to watch babysit. Trading is not a full-time job. I tell everyone that all the time. Don't worry about it. But you always want to, and you're like, well, maybe I'll come back next month and stuff. Listen, you want to know what's going on because no matter what, everybody has some position in the market, right? No matter what. And anything could happen. Anything can happen at a moment in time, and you want to make sure that you have access to, the access to us to tell you what's going on. Well, you could just jump in and like, hey, you know what? This is where we're at. So you're not trading like a deer in the headlights, because that is why trading is a big failure rate. So that's a big tip of the day. I want to point that out. Anyway, regarding about a couple of moves, I know some of you, very interesting Monday morning. A lot of stocks are moving this morning, pretty shockingly. There's a lot of stocks that are up pretty big right here. And APLD, I know a lot of you guys trade this morning at 8 o'clock this morning. Nice little move. One of the block trading stocks. But what was nice around it, if you saw the retrace right here and it consolidated right around 750 and you got in, you did pretty well. Listen, if you could make 50 cents a day on 1,000 shares, you should be done for the day. 50 cents for some of us that's starting out, that's about $100,000 salary. You know what I mean? You did great. You did fine. So anyway, there was that and a couple other ones, and we're going to talk about that. But anyway, let's go over what we had that did make some big moves on Friday. So a couple of stocks that did really well. I jumped into HIMS. I did a swing trade on that stock right there. HIMS, you could see, had a really good move. And what was nice about the HIMS, it started consolidating here. Now, remember, we're going to be doing phase 3 this week. So you guys are going to be trading with me. I know you did the events with Rich and Josh and stuff. Now the final class, for anyone that's here, there's going to be a new cycle, the ending of the cycle. And by the way, if anyone here wants to get into that class, make sure you talk to Education Advisor to tell you a little bit more how to get into that. But what we have right there is we're going to do some live trading. We'll look at stocks like this. We're going to teach you consolidation, which I think is going to be a very important thing, and also how to swing trade. And you could see that HIMS had a really, really nice consolidation over here for several days. And then obviously it went up. And nice little move right there. Nice little push. Stock looks great. You know what I mean? Is it tradable today? Listen, it's Monday. I mean, we're looking at Mondays are not the greatest days to trade, okay? But unless there's something moving, we have to wait till things start picking up a little bit. But HIMS did pretty well. BMGL, that's another stock that's going back on the watch list. It did great on Friday, and it's back up again this morning. So this stock right here, right around 2:30, was everything that we look for going into the afternoon. All right, it was trading. The stock was all the way down here to the low of about $1. It was already at 350. It was up about 300%. And you could see here when program trading, which you all know about the cyber clock mouse pad, right? Everybody knows about that mouse? All right. So right around that time, boom, the thing ran from 375 all to a whopping 650. That was unbelievable. Okay. So you know what? Strong. How stocks turn into a day trade into a swing trade? Exactly what you saw right there on BMGI. All right, so that one did pretty well for some of you here on Friday. What else that we had that did pretty well? The LVWR, another nice little mover. She's trying to pick up a little bit, but this is a very interesting stock. This stock we've been trading for the last, several days. It started consolidating also, did a slingshot here on a swing trade, was down to $1 up to $5. I'm going to put this back on the watch list. LVWR, not a bad moving stock. We're going to keep an eye on that one. Remember, this is how they roll into, day trades into swing trades. And I forgot to put the BMGL. All right, put that back on the watch list. Just a few other ones we're going to hit. I spoke about HIMS. Palantir. Palantir is still looking really strong at the highs of the day. So Palantir, another stock, consolidated, came down to about $1.20, holding pretty strong, testing the highs. So Palantir looking, out of all the stocks that are down, Palantir obviously looks like the strongest right now. So PLTR, we've been a very big fan of that. If you can't afford Palantir, remember, there is the ETF that you could trade, which is PLTU. Just remember, it goes up twice as fast and it goes down twice as fast, all right? Which is kind of weird because I know a lot of us own the Tesla trade, and Tesla did the same thing, but TSLL didn't do as well. It's kind of weird, all right? But what else that we had that trade on Friday that did really well? A couple other stocks. Pony had a good move, okay? Pony is also consolidating very well. So that one, if it breaks that high, that stock can make a good move. And last is MP. All right, MP is still pushing up pretty big here. So I'm putting Pony on the B list, not on the A list. All right. Josh just posted a news on Palantir. If everybody here just doesn't see it, the Trump administration slightly employee Palantir to gather personal data of each American, raising privacy data mission concerns report. Oh wow, that's kind of like not really fun, right? Big brother watching, Josh, right? That kind of sucks. But anyway, Palantir is a pretty scary company, okay? Pretty scary company, the technology, everything else, okay? He's following, and like Josh is just posting right now, just following the trend right now on it. All right, let's go through the big gainers and losers right here. So we have the stock, the LYRA. All right, so I'm going to hop over here on level 4 and kind of show we got going on. So we got a little ladder effect that's kicking in right here. You can see it's starting to push it down a little bit. So I would be very careful of the stock. Number one, it's expensive. Number two, it's got a big spread. Remember, we covered this in phase 1. So this stock, you got to put on the B list. All right, LYRA. And another thing, it's a pharmaceutical stock. All right, this stock is up literally 500%. Why is it up that much? I mean, if you look at the drug, some people I don't know, it must be a great drug. Is that it right there? Okay, we got the news right there on that. Let's post that up. Yeah, Danny, that's the news on it on YouTube. I mean, Danny's on Facebook. That's the news on LYRA. It's just, listen, there are a lot of other stocks out there. You just don't trade it. I mean, you don't want to be last one caught on the totem pole, but I would probably put it on the B list right now. There's INM. It's another stock. Orders are starting to push down right here. You can see it right there on 8 o'clock, starting to push it back down. It's another stock. Big spread. A lot of ones. Tier size are really small. INM. I'll put it on the B list. Listen, we're at 100% movers, okay? This stock right here, up 70%. Ugly spread, small tier sizes, no. BMGL, we already know about it. That's already on the list. This stock was a fun stock, up a lot, big spread, scratch, okay? Scratch. IRD, I don't know what this is all about. IRD, 33%, 2 million shares, just started making a big move. That's not a bad stock. That's not bad. Danny on Facebook, student from 15 years ago. Danny, where you been? Get back in the cyber group room. Click on that QR code. Let me get you back in there. You're missing a lot, Danny. See, we're still here. Nice to see you again. All right, so this stock's got some decent volume right here. Look at this. Nice little push. A couple iceberg orders right here. Very cheap. Not too many stocks. I like that one. IRD. Good spread, good everything. Little resistance levels here, not bad. The other big one right here is we're at the 21%. Don't like that one. Don't like that one. Don't like that one. The other one is this one right here that a lot of you got. We watched the APLLD. Nice trend, nice movement on this one. Awesome stock. Orders starting to show up right now. You can see them. See the stack of orders right now loaded. So that's not really. See, look at that. Lot of kryptonite right there. A lot of kryptonite. So there were a lot of buyers out here. They all got filled, but now you can see a lot of orders. So I would probably put this on the B list. It's probably going to have a tough time getting higher here. All right. New York Stock Exchange. You had this CLF, good spread, good volume, but you're starting to trend down a little bit. Boyle, big push. That means with Boyle's going up, KOLD's going down. Those are the ETFs, the oil ETFs right there. MP still moving up a little bit. That pretty much does it. I'm not really sold on it. So we have a good, decent list on for a Monday, okay? Once a month, we always get a good Monday, but Mondays are like 50-50, okay? Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays are the best days to trade. Fridays, if there's a runner, like what just happened with the BLG, the BMGL, we get that. If we don't, you know what? Enjoy the rest of your weekend. But let's start a brand new week. And not only is it a brand new week, it's the beginning of the month. So hopefully everybody here went over their journals, use those Excel spreadsheets that we gave you, see how you did on the graph, doing your coaching here at Cybertrader University with your instructors, see if you're ready to go to that next level. The next level is trading more shares. If you don't see that graph chart going up, stick on the volume where you're at with the amount of shares. Try to build that up again. Remember, it's not about how much money you make over the course of the day. It's about what you averaged over the course of the month. You're going to win and you're going to lose, okay? And the winners, those big home runs that we had last week, have to take care of those losers. And we had some big-ass runners. I mean, we had some stocks that went up like ridiculous, okay? Huge. Like RGC. Where'd that go up? Oh, my God. 400 to almost 1,000. All right. Let's get ready for the market, ladies and gentlemen. We got 15 minutes. If you're watching on social media, if you want to come and join our trading room, once again, here is there's the QR code right there. Just take your phone, scan the QR code right there in the middle. Tomorrow, podcast, we got Benzinga coming back on. We haven't had them in a while. We're looking forward to having Benzinga back. We use it all the time here at Cybertrader University. So we're looking forward to, have them on and talk about, about the news, anything new that's going on over there. So don't forget that new podcast and phase 3 is going to start this week. All right. And if you want to get into those classes, talk to your education advisor. Oh yeah. Well, Lynn, let me just throw that in there because some of the traders here probably didn't see that because we have some new traders. SBET. That was, my God, what a fun stock. Crazy stock right there. Yes, this did happen. And you go look back on our journals, $6 all the way to 120. My God, that was, incredible. All right. Well, great short squeeze also. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you in about 15 minutes. Go fill up your coffee. Go hit the restrooms. Don't go anywhere. Me and Rich and Josh will come back here and do live commentary. If you're watching on social media, if you watch this recording, you can always join us. We're here all day, every day for the past 35 years. Just scan that QR code. We'll get you in there. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. See you in a little bit. Don't go anywhere.